We now turn to meteorologist Ryan Mahan as we follow Tropical Storm Danny.
That's right, Jennifer. Danny was just upgraded from a tropical depression to a tropical storm today, about a day earlier than we really expected it to.
The squall line approaching our areas currently in central Louisiana and on the western edge of Mississippi and Arkansas, pulling into our area. And as we take a look at a closer view, you can see
to get some of the heaviest rains we've had so far and some of the highest winds. The rain is coming in sideways in some cases.
Associated with that, you're just seeing some cloud cover increasing into Sunday. For the most part, though, we won't have too much to worry about as far as rain. Now, not even this front is going to bring us that rain. This one should dissipate fairly quickly.
But then I just have to imagine they had to have been traumatized because, you know, cats, they hate water. They hate water.
Oh, yeah. To be honest, I did not even know they could swim.
I know,
yeah. I didn't know that.
You know what? Hey, when it's life or death, you find yourself able to do almost anything.
And he was doing it pretty well, too. He was just...
Yeah, I was doing pretty...
I think they were
He
disappointed.
was doing the doggy paddle.
Yeah, I know. His cat friends he's probably so embarrassed right now.
Yeah.
Please don't look at that. Thank you, Shelby. And there's really not much to say. I've said it before. Boring weather means good weather. And that it translates to basically no rain today. You still see there on the Doppler edge and not even any cloud cover. We're starting out with something unweather related, but it's still kind of firmly in my wheelhouse. Mississippi did have an earthquake earlier today in Madison County near Gluckstadt. It was only about a 2.6 magnitude, known as a minor earthquake. No real damage, no injuries reported, but it did shake the ground there. Residents were concerned. Now, this is about the third earthquake they've had in a few months. The last two are a little stronger, near a 3.0 or a 3.2 on the Richter scale.
Speaking of numbers, Ryan said he has some good numbers for us, so let's take a look at those. Ryan?
At the weather.
Thanks, Katarina. I have some great numbers for you, including 0 is a good number. That's the amount of rain that we had today and the amount of rain that I expect we'll see all the way up until about Saturday. So a very dry week ahead and lots of sunshine. Beautiful weather down here in South Mississippi. Some more numbers you might like. 72 in Bay St. Louis. Wiggins, 79.
Hey, congrats to those guys.
Yes, way to go.
Major accomplishment. Okay, now I would like to challenge you to have a major accomplishment yourself right now, Ryan, because I understand that Ryan has a fear of velvet.
I do.
That's what I'm wearing today, coincidentally.
Haptodysphoria, the unpleasant sensation derived by touching certain objects, most notably fuzzy things like raw cotton, velvet, and peaches.
Consider the source.
It's a real source.
I don't
It's a real
believe it.
thing.
Independently verified.
I'll do it if you really want me to.
I was going to say, because you're one of the...
You just look at it. I can't know. Okay.
You are so weird. Go ahead, touch the velvet.
Oh,
You're still alive.
You are seriously
that was awful.
reacting to that.
Don't make me do that anymore.
That is the
But
strangest.
changes are coming. We have a slight severe threat tomorrow lasting until the early afternoon hours, so you could see some damaging winds if one of these storms gets particularly rowdy. But changes are on tap. Hotter temperatures and drier air moving in, and Hurricane Danny is still moving west. So as Mississippi Power said earlier, they're hurricane ready. Are you? And if not, you should probably start thinking about that just in case. And speaking of Mississippi Power, the Live on 25 camera in Pascagoula, courtesy of Chevron, showing a nice, well-lit night out there. You got some clouds, still clearing a little bit, but nice and cool because of all the rain earlier. So about 81 degrees right now. Feels like 87 because of the humidity, about 80%.
We're still getting the showers as well. Most of the severe weather, luckily for the Gulf Coast, we missed out on that, but others did not. And of course, our thoughts and prayers are with them. But as we take a look at what's going on right now, you see some showers popping up, including this one right at the end of the loop, a fairly strong storm, which is still currently passing through North Gulfport. We're feeling that one right now, but the stationary front is still off to our north, and that's what's causing all this lift in the area. We're still getting that southerly flow behind it. Everything's lifting over and causing this broad area of instability. So as we go into future edge and push into tomorrow.
Good afternoon, Gulf Coast. It's a beautiful day for baseball, and it's going to be a beautiful night as well. I understand Shelby probably told you a little bit about that earlier as we had a little technical difficulties, but I understand she did quite well. Thankfully, very close. So it's been fluctuating wildly on how much rain we can expect. Well, one place you don't expect to see a little bit of rain is in Tropical Storm Danny. Currently about 50-mile-per-hour winds as it continues its trek slowly across the Atlantic.
Now, it's still raining very hard and the wind is blowing, but radar says that the worst of this morning's storms are now miles south of us out in the Gulf. Now, today is the 4th anniversary of the historic tornado outbreak that occurred through Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia in 2011.
Thank you, Jennifer. We're taking a look at Danny. This picture was sent to us by NASA today, taken by Scott Kelly, showing the Atlantic and showing Danny right there. You can see the eye wall as it did become a hurricane earlier today, and that eye wall is about 10 nautical miles across. So it's a very small storm, unusually small. A lot of dry air. You can see the banding in the clouds as that dry air is brought in, but ultimately filtered out. And you can see the current conditions of Danny right now. The wind's about 80 miles per hour, still a Category 1, moving west-northwest.
All the way through the weekend, very beautiful winter-like conditions. Beginning of winter is on Monday. That's what that snow means. It is not going to snow on Monday. I want to be clear of that. And then, of course, rain finally works its way back in near the middle of next week.
I had no idea you were that powerful, Ryan.
But right now, Doppler Red showing no rain over the 6 coastal county area. The temperatures are falling. Feels like temperatures now in the high 80s in some areas, low 90s all across the coast. For the most part, though, a very nice day. Tomorrow will be very similar, starting to dry out, though.
Well, let's take a look at the Weather Center, if they could pull that up for me, showing that we do have a great day for tomorrow going to school, about 74 degrees with a north wind about 5 to 10 miles per hour. A very pleasant day, and that's going to lead to some pleasant nights tonight, expecting it to be around 66 degrees. So if you're a cold-natured person, make sure to bring your extra blanket. I know
the heavy rain and the lightning will definitely be a bad situation anyway, expecting 2 to 4 inches across the 6 coastal county area. Leading us into tomorrow, I expect that we'll see these storms continuing into the early morning hours, around when you're getting up for school and sunrise. Things will start clearing up in the early afternoon and then into the evening.
Look at those guys. They're so cute. Oh, Ryan, you always automatically want every animal that we have on here, especially if they're babies. I know you want this one.
Now, as the kids say, I would call that totes presh.
Totes fresh.
I read that
the teens
on
are
the
saying
internet.
these
Yeah,
days, right?
That's what they're saying, really? What is
say
that?
that.
Totes
It's like
fresh.
totally precious. Totes fresh.
How is it that you're cooler than I am? This is
Shelby's
strange.
cooler than both
This
of
is
us. I don't
strange.
understand that
I
either.
know, seriously. Shelby, what do you think about those guys? They're really cute,
They're
huh?
so cute. You know, instead of adopting a dog, I may adopt a red panda.
It's not Red Panda Day. It's
Oh
Dog
man,
Day.
okay.
Yeah, and plus, you know, we would be obligated to report you to the authorities. Hello.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just
okay.
kidding.
It has to be
keep
secret. It
endangered
has to be
species.
secret.
All right, so in terms of our weather, of course, it's nice outside right now. It's
It
great.
is. And this is going to continue for a few more days. We see all the way into Friday, and then the weekend comes around, and it's still good, but the rain comes back, and as well as the warmer temperatures.
All right, thanks a lot there, Ryan, and thanks so much for making us your local choice.